I'm going to teach you how to make a magic circle the first stitch using our KelliDream Magic Circle tool. With the groove facing toward you, press the yarn into the top slit. Turn the tool sideways and wrap the yarn around it twice, making a little X. Hold that part of the yarn down with your finger, and with your hook facing down, go under the first loop and grab the second and twist it onto your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through, and then you're going to tighten it a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to take the hook and put it back under the loop, grabbing the yarn and pulling it over and onto the hook. Then I'm going to yarn over the top and pull that yarn through the 2 loops on my hook, and that makes a single stitch. We go under again, grab the yarn, pull it onto the hook, then yarn over again and pull that through the 2 stitches on the hook. And that continues until we make 6 stitches. For this pattern, we're going to use 6 stitches on the magic circle. So each of these stitches makes a small V shape, which I'll show you in a minute as I finish this. You notice I tighten as I go to kind of keep the tension. And you pull a longer loop once you get to 6, and you should double check and count your V's. I have 2, 4, 6, and I'm going to go back to that first V stitch, the first single stitch on there, and put my stitch marker under both of those little parts of the V. And that's going to mark the first stitch in this round, and each round we're going to have a marker to mark that first stitch. Now to remove the magic circle from the tool, you're going to want to be careful not to unravel it. Make sure that loop stays there and grab it by the loop and pull it off gently. Now we're going to pull the tail, which is the little short piece, while holding onto the loop, and that will close the circle and make your first round, the magic circle with 6 stitches. This next round 2 is a round with 6 increases. So we're starting off with, basically we're putting 2 single stitches in each stitch, but don't worry, I'll walk you through it. You put your hook into that first stitch where I have the stitch marker. Just kind of wiggle it in. You have 1 loop on the hook, and you're going to grab that extra yarn. It's the working yarn, not the tail. And you're going to yarn over. Let me get it all there. Okay. Yarn over, and I'm going to pull it through. Sometimes you have to wiggle it a little. The first stitch is a little tight, and you should have 2 loops on. And you yarn over again and pull that through. Now we're going to repeat this because it's an increase. Put it through the first stitch, which are the little V, yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through those. Now you've just made 2 stitches. You can see the little V's, and what we're going to do is that very first of the 2 we're going to put a stitch marker. I'm going to use the second stitch marker, and you can see I have 2 stitches. The first one is the beginning of the row. Get rid of this one. Now we're going to put another increase stitch into the next stitch in the round. Go through underneath the V, grab the yarn and pull it through. With those 2 loops, reach over and yarn over and pull that yarn through those 2 loops. Then we're going to do it again. Go back through the same stitch, pull the yarn through, and then yarn over and pull it through those 2 loops. And as you can see, I turn the hook to grab the yarn as I go. Now the next one, we go under and through, yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. We go back into the same stitch and do the same thing. So we're putting 2 single stitches into each of the stitches on this round, and that is what an increase is. By the end of the round, we will have doubled our stitches in this round. We will have 12 stitches or 12 V's.